Join me as we fly a business class with Hainan Airlines from Beijing to Shenzhen. We take a quick look around the airport, discover the business class lounge before embarking on our 3-hour journey. Let's go.
It's a very hot airport. They don't like AC. I've been whinging on about blooming AC since I got to China, and then to be honest, the hotel last night was absolutely Baltic, so that's the first AC that did work, but then the bed was like a rock. So hey, you can't win it all, but the airport is hot. It's quiet, but very hot indeed. Why are they selling loads of teapots? Chinese thing, obviously. What a stupid thing to say, Mr. Season. Look at this. Who's going to carry that on the airport? Oh, this bloody camera. By the way, this Osmo Pocket 3 camera is really pissing me off. Peeing me off, because the camera has a mind of its own. Yes, it's good when it works, but then equally it jams all the time. They're selling tea. Who the hell's going to carry that on a plane? Not very practical. 4,980 RMB. What's that? How do you zoom in on this? Oh, there. 4,000. Ooh, baby. We're struggling with this camera, guys. We are struggling. Yeah, 4,980 RMB is like, bloody hell, that's £500 for a tea set. That's ridiculous. For you plane enthusiasts, pop in the comments. What plane's that? I ain't got a clue. There's always something satisfying about these travelators where you feel like you're bombing along. You've got the people to the side who are strolling, and you just feel like you're whisking on through. We're heading towards the lounge, but I've got to remember that my flight is on the other side. So I'm probably not going to have that long. Oh, there's a Mackie D's. Very, very tempting, but I'm going to hold myself together for the flight. Ooh, muffin sandwich. Ooh. Right, where are we going now? No idea. It's a very poorly signposted airport. I've just walked past the lounge somehow. We'll get there eventually. There it is. Can't be that one, surely, because I'm not flying with Air China. Where the hell do I go? Is it this one? Must be. No idea, but we're going to try. I'm not flying with Air China. Ni hao. Is this correct?
Sorry, Hainan Lounge, not here.
Where is it?
Go straight to left.
Left, turn left. Honestly, this airport is mental. She said gate 33, look for the premium lounge. That's what I've done. There's gate 32. We'll get there maybe eventually. Oh no, here's a different one, is it? Business lounge. We'll go there. That must be it there. Business lounge, Hainan Airlines. There we go, guys. I think we were here before. Is this correct?
Yes, our lounge.
There you are. Thank you. And just like that, we're in. Just a little lounge by the looks of it. Food area, buffet. There's a quiet zone in here. Quiet section. Well, it's quite big. You can play games if you want to play games. Toilets up there. People relaxing. I'll show you guys around it quickly. You can spy some planes. More seating areas in here. Lots of little nooks and crannies. You've got a little seating area you can see outside. There you go. Wet day today. Murky day. Very murky. Right, let's go around the other side and see what there is. That's just another seating area. Don't want to spy on people who are just sitting having a cuppa. So it's quite a nice lounge. Quite a nice lounge. I need to put this bag down. It weighs a ton. I think I've packed too much. And then there's just this other section here. Quite a bright area. Don't want to be spying on people. And you've got your little pickles. They love the pickles. Oh, nothing on this. It's not the right time of day, I don't think. Nothing on those whatsoever. I imagine for lunch they've probably got stuff. You can get a banana, nice healthy banana. Got little sandwiches, chicken sandwiches. Yeah, some little bits and bobs. Bananas, you get your pastries there. I'm gonna have to put this bag down. Drinks, they've got more seats in there. Plenty of seating areas. You've got some premium spirits, Smirnoff, Gordon, some wines. Coffee machine, I don't know what that is, it looks like butter. Anyway, we'll not have that. And you've got some cans of Jianying beer, some Pepsis, and just your usuals. There we go. Right, I'm gonna get my baggage off my shoulders, sit down somewhere, get myself a banana. I'm gonna be healthy and have a banana. I think I spied a quiet bit in here. I'm gonna sit through this bit here quietly. I like to be tucked out the way. So hot, hot, hot. Beads of sweat. Just had a croissant and a banana, well, a couple of croissants. It's alright, just a croissant. We're going to get lunch on the plane. One thing I would hate to be in China is in charge of health and safety. Because look, when they designed this lounge, nice idea with these pods, but look at the glass. The afterthought of the glass, look, nice sharp edge, so they've just padded it. The health, you've got to love the health and safety in China. But the lounge is good. There's lots of nooks and crannies, quite quiet, quite peaceful. Not busy at all. It's starting to show its age. Signs of wear and tear here and there. The carpet and everything. Could do with a lick of paint. Definitely could do with a freshen up. But, you know, perfectly adequate for a lounge. Out of 10, I would score this lounge, because I've been in some of the bigger ones like Virgin. I would score it, because there's no hot food, which I think is a bit pathetic. 6 out of 10 is what it is. Right, I'm going to finish my can of 7-Up, and I'm going to think about getting on the plane. Well, not really, because another 50 minutes. Sitting around, no music, nothing to do. I'm just going to chill out, and then next time I see you, we'll be getting on the plane. There's been a last-minute change of gate, and we're now going to a completely different gate, getting on a shuttle bus, all confusion. If Mrs. Seasons hadn't been there to help me, I don't even know how I would have got on this flight. Just like that, we're getting on the Boeing 787-9, I think it is, a Dreamliner. We're seat 17K. Hello, 17K. Okay. 谢谢。That's our seat. Okay guys, we're on board this 787-9 Dreamliner, and a little bit different to what I expected. We've got a seat configuration of 222.
Some lemon water, coconut water, orange juice.
Coconut water, please. No, I'll have some orange juice. Thank you. Just being offered some coconut water, orange juice, or some lemon water. No complimentary champagne. But it's probably a bit early for that now anyway. But yes, 787-9 Dreamliner. Not a very private seat, so I'm going to have to be careful what I record, because there's someone next to me and I don't want to disrupt their privacy. But yeah, I'll just show you as and when the food comes on. The seat's very spacious. I mean, I'm 6'5", and I've got loads of room here. Have a look. My legs stretched out fully, so yeah, plenty of room. Nice view of the wing, and we should be taking off soon. We don't think we're due to take off till another 20 minutes or so. So yeah, quite a while yet. Very nice crew members. They've just come round and showed us the menus, and we had a choice between duck, pork or chicken. I've gone for chicken and rice, although I have to say, I don't know whether it's the early start or whether the bad sleep that I had last night in the hotel, but I'm not feeling particularly hungry, and I've had a little bit of tummy trouble. But I popped an Imodium, so hopefully all will be well. Fingers crossed. I've ordered a glass of Chardonnay as well. Very, very nice, friendly staff, and they're all very immaculately dressed. guys, we've took off. I have never needed a wee as much as I needed a wee. The seatbelt sign is still on. That's the first time on an aircraft since takeoff I've ever known a seatbelt sign to stay on as that long. We're still not out of the clouds yet. Look, we've been flying for probably about half an hour. We're not getting out of these clouds anytime soon. But yeah, the staff have been really nice. Let me go to the loo, even though the seatbelt sign was on. Very friendly staff. But yeah, no sign of any food, drink, nothing yet, because we're still climbing out the clouds. Comfortable seat though. But yeah, what is going on? Oh yeah, I think we're breaking out the clouds now. Slowly, slowly, slowly. But a very bumpy ride so far, very turbulent. It is what it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Let's see what this flight turns out like. We've still got, by the way, I didn't tell you how long it was. 3 hours and 5 minutes flight time. So a lot of people have gone to sleep, and it's only 12:15 during the day, and they've turned all the lights down, which I find very peculiar for a daytime flight. Hey, people here just like to have a nap, not Mr. Seasons. Nearly an hour into the flight, 50 minutes in the flight, and pardon me, just been offered a glass of Chardonnay. Not very cold Chardonnay, very warm Chardonnay. I don't think many people drink on these Chinese flights, apart from us Westerners. But yes, I'm just going to enjoy this little glass of wine. I think people are getting food served up. My tummy started to settle a little bit, so yeah, I'm feeling a little bit peckish. I'll get some footage of the food. I'm not going to do loads of rant and raving about it. I'll talk about it afterwards, and yeah, I'll show you what it is. And I'll also tell you the price of the flight at the end. Stay tuned. And I'll summarise my thoughts on everything: the seat, the comfort, the staff, the flight itself, just everything in general. So yeah, keep watching, guys. Still in the turbulence. And there we are, guys. There's the main meal. Looks interesting. Looks like we've got some tofu, some rice. Sorry about the flickering on the screen, guys. I still haven't conquered that with this DJI. We've got some sort of soup, some miso soup, some pickles, and some chicken, vegetables, and some prawns. I'll tell you what it was like when I've eaten it. So that's the main course done. The lady's just offered me some fruits and cakes. I'm going to see what that's like. I did ask for another glass of wine, but that didn't arrive. I think there's maybe some loss in translation, but not the end of the day. Not the end of the world. It is 5-1 at the end of the day. Don't want to get too al blotto. So I'm waiting for some fruit and cake, and the meal itself was very good. The portion size was just about okay. I think they could have done with a bit more meat. The prawns were nice and juicy. The rice was fluffy and nicely steamed. Not much chicken. I like the pickles. Very salty though, but yeah, a nice meal. I didn't drink the soup because the soup was like tepid warm, barely warm. Bits of chicken floating around in it. Not my kind of bag, but hey, overall, decent enough. And just like that, guys, she's actually turned up with my glass of wine, and we've got some fruit, some dragon fruit, some watermelon, some orange, and what looks like a nice bit of cake. Right, I'll get stuck into this, and I'll let you know my thoughts at the end. That melon's so good.
Yeah, I just want to say that dessert was nice. The fruit was very nice, very fresh, very juicy, very unctuous. The cake was like a hard brownie, but it was tasty. Had some nuts in it and stuff, a nice jam. And then the staff, I mean, the lady serving me, she's been super attentive. She's asked me 3 times do I want drinks. She's brought me another glass of wine, which I very much appreciate. Yeah, I have to say the staff have been excellent, really good indeed. A good flight. The entertainment system I'm struggling with. I'm trying to have a game of blackjack, and I'm not lying, it doesn't seem to want to play ball. It's an old entertainment system. But if you can get it to work, the movies look like there's a good choice. And to be perfectly honest, I think so far we've got about an hour or so to go. I'm enjoying the flight. I think it's been a nice meal, nice staff, the seats comfortable, plenty of positions to get your feet in. I mean, I'm not going to be lying flat because it's 12:30 in the afternoon. But the flight so far has gone very quick, very smooth. We've managed to climb out of that turbulence. It took a good hour or so to get out of the clouds, but now we're on our way. We're on our way to Shenzhen, or I can't get the name right, Mr. Seasons. Shenzhen. Wherever we're going. Mrs. Seasons and her mother, they're back in cattle class. Oh, pardon me. They've treated me to the business class seat. Well, I've treated myself, to be fair. Yeah. Onwards, and I'll debrief once we are down on the ground. I think a couple of things that have to be said is that it's a very busy, heavy flight, business class heavy. You know, you've got this 222 configuration, and you've got 3 carriages. You've got the forward section, you've got the mid section, and there's another section behind me, which means that there must be a good, I think, 70 to 100 people flying business class. Probably dilutes the service a little bit. So the hard product, I think that's the right way of saying it, is maybe a tad diluted. The seats are very comfortable, but you don't have that privacy because of the 222. The screen's very dated. It's quite a long distance. You can't really see it. The headphones didn't really work very well. The hard product suffers a little bit because of the heavy amount of business class seats available on this flight. But overall, the soft product, which I think I'm right in saying this, I'm not really good with flight vlogging, but the soft product is the staff, the airline crew. They have been fantastic, super friendly. The lady that's been serving us has been on it, literally on it like a car bonnet. And I would say the food was decent, the wine was nice, it could have been chilled a bit more, but then you're starting to be really picky. Overall, a good flight. We're heading down now, and I'll give you the final debrief when we're down there, and I'll tell you how much this flight cost. Hopefully you guys can hear me over this DJI and the sound of the plane, obviously.
Until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
Just like that, guys, we are in Shenzhen and we're going to disembark. Xie Zaijian. Bye bye. There we have it, guys. We've disembarked and going to go and find Mr. Seasons. I'm going to find out how much the flight cost because I actually don't know. I'll find out and I'll come back to you in a second and I'll give you my final view of the flight. So a nice good flight, a bit of turbulence, took a while to get out the clouds. Once we're out the clouds, we had some nice food, the staff were really friendly, very attentive, traditional looking cabin with the Chinese red. Relatively new-ish plane, I think it was about 7 years old. Would I recommend Hainan Airlines based on that? Yes, I would. If you're in China and you're looking for a reliable carrier, they did a good job. They took off on time, there was no issues, and we landed on time, and the food was pretty decent. Staff was decent, seat was decent. A little bit of a traditional layout with the 222, not so private. The entertainment system was lackluster, didn't really work, very fiddly. But other than that, can't complain. Cut to me telling you the price. For a standard economy class ticket was 870 RMB, which is approximately 95 pounds, and the price of the business class seat was 2,250 RMB, which is about 250 pounds. Put it in the comments, do you think that's good value? I think it's not bad for a three-hour journey. Pretty decent, nice comfortable seat, why not? Hope you enjoyed that video. Please consider subscribing, and until the next time, I'll see you on the next one. I'm gonna go and get my baggage now, fingers crossed, wish me luck.